I couldn't even go into my doctor's office to pick up the note they wrote me for work. And I, could have walked in without saying anything. But after sitting in that parking garage, that's when it did freak me out a little bit, just how serious this situation is. Again, not blaming you, Dub, just this waiting in that dark place for someone to come test me. Like, this isn't normal and what I expected. So that made me just even more afraid before I got test results. So I needed this note from my doctor, my primary care, for me to stay out of work for at least a week because of my immunocompromised state. And they had the letter waiting for me on the second floor. But, I sat in my car and thought, well, I could use my jacket to touch the elevator button, because after that garage experience, I was more determined to not do anything. So I called him and said, this is my situation. Could you just bring the letter outside to me? And they were like, no, we are not comfortable doing that. And I was like, okay, I'll come up and get it. And they were like, no, wait, let's renegotiate. Hold on. So they go back and forth and literally call it negotiating with me to go pick up a letter, like not be seen, just walk in there, get my letter, walk out. And they ended up, I need one with a signature, but they mailed it to me, and my district is going to allow me to turn it in later. And, just all these details. And this is how doctor's offices are treating it. Yet on the news, it's like, hey, don't worry, you probably won't get it. And I'm being told, don't come in this building. And I have a little eye infection going on, which is true, and other things. But man, you're not going to be able to see a doctor. And it's just terrifying to me, the number of deaths from, quote, flu or respiratory distress that won't be diagnosed are occurring right this moment from COVID-19. And the number of people have been writing to me with their stories. Their kids with asthma can't go to the doctor, can't be seen. You can't go in. If you've got a COVID-19 symptom, you can't go in. So their kids with asthma can't be seen. Their kids with ear infections can't be seen. Anything that might relate to this disease, you cannot see a doctor at most clinics. Now, I have heard in Olympia, you can still go to the doctor. So it could be that, I am in the epicenter here with Snohomish County and King County, both. So maybe if I need medical care, I just need to drive to Idaho and I could get it, or drive south Washington and I could get it. But right now in this area, the reality is not matching the sense of calm they're trying to give us. And trying to get that envelope from my doctor is what made me start to think about a nurse's office in a high school. And high schoolers, these studies that kids don't get it. Do we count 18-year-olds as kids? Are 17-year-olds kids? Are the studies addressing young adults? Are we talking about first and second graders? I don't know, but I just shudder to think of how it's being handled at a school. And do I want to be in that environment,